Good morning, Daybreakers, and welcome to our very sweet and hoppy Easter episode.
That's right. We have so much in store for you. Now, this is a very bittersweet episode since it's our last regular episode of the semester, but a festive one nonetheless.
Wake up and smell the coffee, Pittsburgh. Daybreak starts right now.
With the spring weather coming in and Easter season being here, I just want to know, because this was a big conversation in my family, how do we feel about Easter baskets as adults?
I think they're even more important as an adult because if anyone needs candy, it's adults.
It is a 21-year-old girl in college.
I totally support it. I mean, because as a kid, it's like, oh yeah, you already get the egg hunt, you get all that, an Easter basket, boo, who cares?
Yeah.
As an adult, that's what gets me through my year personally.
Yeah, and I know when I still get Easter baskets because I'm lucky to have two younger brothers that Easter Bunny is coming for.
Oh, yes.
But I usually have my basket, and then I have that candy for the whole year, and I'll just snack on it. Probably not good to eat a year-old candy, but
You'll be all right.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
I was blowing up the family group chat with my brother, and I was like, okay, where's the Easter baskets? How's the progress going? My brother's almost 30.
Oh.
So,
him.
yes,
Good for him.
but
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
I feel like we still should be doing Easter baskets.
I also
absolutely
have seen some adult Easter baskets with cleaning supplies and Clorox wipes and stuff like that.
That's
So I'm
genius.
Yeah,
who
honestly,
But
said?
I think I'd rather have a Reese's egg.
As spring continues to bloom, the weather remains unpredictable. Yesterday we needed jackets, but last week called for shorts. So let's send things over to our Steel City Skies reporter to see if we will be happy about the forecast.
Thanks, Leslie. And as Pennsylvania seems to have its unpredictable weather, it seems that trend is going to continue into next week, but for a positive reason. Now, if we look at this graph in the top right corner, we have this low pressure system coming in, traveling towards Pennsylvania. Because of that, we're going to be having those clouds and precipitations come in, but it's not going to be as severe as you think until we get later into the week. As we continue over here into this corner, as I said, you can see it is traveling, but you can see on the difference from the other side, it is traveling southwards towards the southwest. But as we continue into the actual forecast for this week, if we look at Thursday, it is going to be mostly sunny, and that is with the high being 73 degrees. We have some south winds moving between 8 and 11 miles per hour, so don't forget to put on your sunscreen because this is our highest level of UVs for the entire week, even though it is not our highest temperature. So just make sure you put on some sunscreen before you step outside. And as we transition into the night, we have some south winds moving around 7 miles per hour. As we move towards Friday, we have a slight chance for showers at 2 p.m. with it being mostly sunny around 75 degrees. Southwest is where these winds are also going to be moving between 9 and 14 miles per hour, but the wind gusts are where it's going to get you, where they can be 25 miles per hour. As we transition into the night, we have that chance of rain, so it's going to be 50% chance, so just a light drizzle. Saturday, it's going to be sunny as well with a high near 64, and Saturday night, it's going to be low around 44. But as we transition into Sunday, that's where we're going to see our biggest jump in weather and temps. It is going to be 80 degrees. It is going to be extremely sunny. And as we transition into the night, the weather is still continuing to look nice with the low being 62 degrees. As we transition into Monday and the rest of the week, as you can see, it is going to be very stormy. We do not have the best weather coming in. Like I said, we have that low pressure system coming in, so that's where we're going to see these precipitations and that storm. But as we transition in, the weather is not, and the temperatures are not going to dip, so we do have that nice temps coming in. So although you are going to need an umbrella, you do get to wear some shorts, so I'll take the winds, as we always say, where we can. That seems to be everything for me, so I'm done here, and I'm going to send it back to the desk.
The Pennsylvania Trolley Museum took a different approach to egg hunting this year with something they like to call the Bunny Trolley. Located in Washington, PA, this historic museum offered tickets to guests wanting to try something a little different this holiday. The event took place March 27th through the 29th, as well as April 3rd and 4th. At the event, guests were able to hop aboard a trolley and hitch a ride, not only seeing the Pennsylvania countryside, but hunt for eggs at several stops. After the egg hunters returned from their long journey, a special guest awaited their arrival, aka the Easter Bunny himself, who was more than willing for some photo ops. Now, if that wasn't already enough, the 4-H club brought live rabbits that guests could meet. There were also Easter crafts, snacks, and face painting available to those seeking even more action. Ultimately, the Pennsylvania Trolley Museum hoped to share a bit of the state's history while providing a fun holiday experience for both children and adults alike.
A New Jersey man is facing charges after, after police say he assaulted a woman dressed as the Easter Bunny at South Hills Village Mall. The man allegedly approached the costumed worker, asked several uncomfortable questions, and then began making unwanted physical contact. According to the criminal complaint, the man approached the bunny, asked questions including, quote, "Is it a boy or girl?" and then began touching her arm and chest before allegedly groping her. Officers later located the suspect asleep inside a movie theater nearby where he was taken into custody. He asked the police if the Easter Bunny was a doll, stating that he believed it wasn't a real person inside, before eventually admitting to touching the victim. The 36-year-old is now charged with indecent assault and harassment.
That is genuinely very scary.
Yeah.
Who knew that being the Easter Bunny could be such a dangerous job?
I know.
I mean,
For sure. Definitely not the most festive story, but
No.
I would love to hear a little bit more about the rabbit guests.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Happier Easter bunnies.
Yeah.
Yes.
On a lighter note, it was just a really fun family activity where you could kind of learn the history of the trolleys that I guess ran through Pennsylvania. I should really know this as I'm from Pennsylvania, but because I guess it was such a big thing in the Pittsburgh area, and you got to not only just, hunt for eggs, but you got to really ride the train, I guess as much as you wanted, but, stop for eggs. And it wasn't just something for kids to enjoy, but something that like parents or even just like teenagers or the whole family could enjoy, really.
It looks like a perfect family outing, like keeping everyone engaged and like having activities for everyone. That's really special. Pittsburgh natives, you might want to lock up your traffic cones because cone theft rates are through the roof. Step aside, terrible towels. Hoisting the cone has become the hottest way for Pirates fans to celebrate. Hoisting the cone came about after a misprint to a t-shirt that that was supposed to read "Raise the Colors," but had cone printed instead. But where exactly does someone acquire a traffic cone to hoist? According to one parking company, people are stealing them. ABM Parking Services Mid-Atlantic reported 25 cones stolen on opening day, and Pirate fans are just getting started. If you're feeling jazzed and want to hoist a cone yourself, I suggest buying one because stealing a traffic cone is, believe it or not, illegal. Fines for cone theft start at $50, plus the cost of replacing the cone. Illegal or not, it doesn't seem like this unique celebration is going anywhere anytime soon.
A little bit of silly has made its way to downtown Pittsburgh just in time for the NFL draft. A quirky gift shop called the Silly Goose has opened a new location, bringing its playful, offbeat style to downtown. The shop, which started in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, has built a strong online following with its mix of fun, unconventional gifts, and humor-driven brand. Now, with the help of the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership, businesses taking advantage of a program designed to fill empty storefronts ahead of the NFL draft called Project Pop-Up. City leaders say there are dozens of vacant spaces in downtown, and they're hoping new small businesses, like this one, can help bring energy back to the area. Opening right next door to the Silly Goose as well is a new candle shop called The Studio by Pittsburgh Candle, which is a hands-on candle-making experience as well as a gift shop. The goal is to welcome hundreds of thousands of visitors with a more vibrant and active downtown. The Silly Goose and the Studio are just two of the many new spots helping Pittsburgh show off its personality, one goofy gift at a time. We're only a few weeks away from the NFL draft taking over the city. Stay tuned for that.
I just want to get out of the way. Has anyone here stolen a cone?
No, but weirdly enough, I have a traffic cone in my front yard at my house. It's been there because we got work done like a very long time ago, and I just don't think anyone bothered to move it. But now I think someone might be compelled to move it.
You might want to put that in hiding, just for safekeeping.
Because I was walking on my sidewalk because I was home, and I was for Easter, obviously. And I just saw it, I'm like, that's gonna get took.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna take that. Someone's gonna hoist my cone. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, have you visited any of the new shops popping up? Or
I
Silly
haven't.
Goose?
I really want to look at the candle shop though, because
Yes.
I've heard that they have a lot of cool stuff.
I've also heard really great things. I've been to Mix Candle Co., which is another candle making shop in Pittsburgh, but I'm really excited that there's one downtown. Definitely want to hit it before graduation.
I know, I keep passing by it on my way to like the studio or just for work or whatever, and I'm like, "Ah, that looks so intriguing. I want to stop
Plus,
in.
the Silly Goose, how festive, perfect for Easter.
Perfect for
Very cute.
Pittsburgh.
Gotta stop
honestly.
by.
The Phipps Conservatory and Botanical Gardens recently opened its spring flower display on March 28th. This year's spring show is titled True Colors and aims to be their not only prettiest but brightest show yet, focusing on the bright, cheery colors to ward off this year's winter and hopefully welcome warmer, brighter days ahead for Pittsburgh. The conservatory also aims to highlight the history that the gardens have developed with Pittsburgh and its guests over the years, stating, quote, "We hope this show allows you to appreciate the true colors we share with one another, the unforgettable times we spent and how we and our region have grown side by side," end quote. This year's display will not only feature some of the season's brightest blooms, but giant metal daffodil displays, hanging raindrops, and to top it off, a living plant wall containing no less than 195 plants. This spring display won't be here for too long, though, as the last day to take a stroll through it is April 26th. Tickets to the conservatory can be bought online on their website at phipps.conservatory.org.
Point Park students, our fountain is back on. No, not the one in Village Park, the Point State Park fountain. This Tuesday, officials announced improvements to the park were coming together just in time for the draft. Pittsburghers don't usually see the fountain until May, but leadership says that the early revamp has all to do with preparing Pittsburgh for the world stage that is the NFL draft. With one push of the button, one of Pittsburgh's most recognizable landmarks was back, the water in the skyline being the sign that the city is waking up for the season. Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis told CBS News, quote, "For far too long, we've kept the greatness of Pittsburgh to ourselves," end quote. But in just 2 weeks, this space will be front and center for the NFL draft and the millions of viewers watching across the country.
How exciting.
I know. I love the Point
Phipps.
Fountain.
I love the Point State Park fountain. I think it is just truly so representative of Pittsburgh. It really feels like that signal that spring is coming.
Yes.
And I'm really glad that honestly it's going to be, or the fountain will be on by the time graduation rolls around, because if they say, normally it doesn't start until about mid-May-ish, I mean, we get to show our family, and it'll just grad pics too, and it'll just be so cool.
For sure. One last moment with it too before
absolutely.
it's going
It's
off to
heartwarming.
wherever.
Well, we're going to go for a quick break, but when we come back, we have Sideline Slice and Politismack, and as well as an in-studio reporter, Aiden Wynn. Don't go away.
Three, two, one. Take them cue and open their mics.
Today marked the 1-year anniversary of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette strike.
Point Park University just hosted a campus-wide meeting.
Plans for the rapid transit bus line are not set to conclude until 2025.
Welcome back. Let's hop on over to Sideline Slice reporter Jake Bell, here to tell us about the end of Pitt's basketball season. Jake.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Sideline Slice. I'm Jake Bell reporting on an exciting home opening weekend for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Buccos hosted the Baltimore Orioles, where they would sweep their opponent in 3 games to extend their winning streak to 5. All eyes are on the debut of Connor Griffin, who was announced to have his contract selected by the Pirates the day before the home opener. Griffin made an immediate impact, converting on an RBI double in his first at-bat, showcasing his ability. At just 19 years old, this makes Griffin the first teenage position player to make their MLB debut since Juan Soto did so back for the Nationals in 2018. The Pirates would take home the 5-4 victory to cap off a memorable day for the youngster. The Pirates trailed most of the second game, but with some small ball excellence by the offense, they got the score tied 2-2 heading to the ninth. Facing Orioles closer Ryan Helsley, Brian Reynolds would start things off with a double. Later on, Nick York would step up to bat and drive an inside pitch over the head of left fielder Dylan Beavers to walk things off. Trying for the sweep, the Pirates' bats came alive thanks to home runs by both O'Neal Cruz and Ryan O'Hearn, who did so against his former team. The Pirates would win that game 8-2 and sweep the Orioles. After this opening weekend for the Pirates, they sit at 6-3, good for second in the National League Central. This became a complete 180 from last year, where PNC Park went from fans filling the stadium with boos to this year, where players described the scene as a playoff atmosphere.
Hey, thanks, Jake. Always coming through with the sports stories. So we've been talking about these cones over here, and I am just so curious to know what you think.
Honestly, Devin, I absolutely love it. It's just so much silliness that it doesn't really make sense, right? We're used to raising the Jolly Roger, and now we're hoisting the cones. I think it's fun, right? It's all business for these players, making a lot of money. I mean, Connor Griffin just got extended to a $140 million deal, so it's all business, but I love these fun things in baseball, and other than stealing the cones, I don't condone that, but I like everything about the hoisting the cones, so I just love it.
Yeah, raise them up. Thanks, Jake. Next, we have Ethan Rowinski in studio to pull us smack the latest about the war overseas. Ethan?
Thanks, Devin. As the war in Iran has entered its 5th week, the reaction from the American people and political leaders seems to be sending a clear message of broad disapproval. A Pew Research poll from March 25th shows that 61% of Americans disapprove of Trump's handling of the conflict, with over 30% of Republicans disagreeing with his actions. That reaction is especially of note, as some of the loudest voices disapproving of this war are for people who have supported Trump for years. Podcaster Candace Owens posted to X that, quote, "The 25th Amendment needs to be invoked. He is a genocidal lunatic. We are beyond madness," end quote. These sentiments were repeated even by people as far right as Alex Jones, who asked his guest Monday morning how to use the 25th Amendment to get rid of Trump. No one in the administration itself has shown signs of invoking the amendment, which states that 2/3 of Congress can vote out a president if they are, quote, unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office, end quote. However, reports show that there was and is internal pushback against the war. The New York Times recently reported that, quote, nobody in Mr. Trump's inner circle was more worried about the prospect of war with Iran or did more to try to stop it than the vice president, end quote. That vice president being J.D. Vance. Even people including Marco Rubio and his chief of staff, Susie Wiles, have internally shown some pushback against the war, though they have publicly supported the president in all of his actions and they have let him say what he likes. With Trump running on a platform of starting no new wars in 2024, this current war in Iran may harm his party both in 2028 and the upcoming 2026 midterms. And with Trump threatening full genocide of the Iranian people recently, only time will tell if Trump will continue to escalate this war and how that will help or harm his party in the upcoming future.
Hi, Ethan. What do Pennsylvania Democrats think about this?
Our own Representative Summer Lee has come out and totally rebuked this war and the comments recently made by Donald Trump. In a post to X, she tweeted at Mike Johnson saying, please bring Congress back into action so they can pass a war powers resolution. Because technically, the United States cannot go to war unless Congress passes a war powers resolution to enable it. However, Trump has totally bypassed Congress in his entire second term, so this isn't much of a difference. Now, John Fetterman, on the other hand, is pretty much the only Democrat who has supported this war totally outright. He continues to push himself further and further from the Democrat Party, and it's saying in a recent interview that the entire Democratic Party is run by TDS, or Trump Derangement Syndrome. So he continues to just push himself further and further from the Democratic Party, and there's some rumors that he may even become an independent and caucus with the Republicans very soon.
Well, thank you, Ethan. Reporter Aiden Nguyen is here to tell us all about a celebrity couple's Easter gift that has recently hatched out of her shell. Aiden?
Easter is all about new life and new hope, and that is exactly what actress Hailee Steinfeld, known for her most recent role as Mary in the Oscar-winning film Sinners, and Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen received when they announced the birth of their baby girl. The two had started dating in late May of 2023 after rumors indicated that Josh had broken up with his ex-girlfriend, Brittany Williams, and was then spotted in New York City holding hands with Haley. 18 months later, the couple announced their engagement and married last year on May 31st. That same year, the newlywed couple posted on their social media that they were having a baby just a few months after. Now, the new baby girl is finally here, born on April 2nd, both happy and healthy, but no name has been confirmed yet. Haley later posted on a Substack that, quote, "Our baby girl has arrived. We're feeling incredibly grateful and blessed and savoring these early moments. Thank you so much for the love and well wishes. Love, Haley and Josh," end quote. The family is happy for them and are ready to take on their roles as grandparents, aunts, and uncles, giving them a helping hand whenever they need it. This is truly a blessing for the two, and they are excited to start this new journey. Congratulations to both Haley and Josh on their new baby girl.
Hi, Aiden. Now, do you have any ideas what some possible baby names could be?
Yeah, Haley was dropping a couple hints on her social media accounts saying that it's called Beau Society, and a lot of fans are now taking that name Beau and adding a couple fun nicknames, calling her Princess of Buffalo or Mafia Princess, and they are just so happy. So we're thinking Beau might be the special name they're gonna name her.
Well, that's certainly fascinating. NASA recently launched Artemis 2 into space, creating a historic journey for the astronauts on board. Reporter Nico Rich is here to tell us all about it. Blast off, Nico.
Thanks, Leslie. On April 1st, NASA successfully launched Artemis 2 into space from the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida, marking a major step in human space exploration. Artemis 2 is the first crewed mission of the Artemis program, carrying 4 astronauts on the journey around the moon and back to Earth for the first time in over half a century. The crew includes NASA astronauts Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, along with Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen. Following launch, the astronauts spent approximately 25 hours in Earth orbit conducting system checks before continuing their journey into deep space. Traveling aboard the Orion spacecraft, the mission aims to test human capabilities in deep space and pave the way for long-term exploration and scientific discovery on the lunar surface. The crew remains in space with the mission reaching a distance over 252,000 miles from Earth, making it one of the farthest crewed space flights in decades. The crew is expected to return to Earth on Friday evening with a splashdown in the Pacific Ocean.
Thanks, Nico. I mean, what a huge moment for space and science. This is really great news. What are you thinking about all this? Are you like into space?
It's amazing. It really is stunning, and this is definitely a big step with kind of learning all about space, of like what we can achieve and what we can really go to the lengths of doing. I think that it truly just is remarkable with all the like technology and everything, and with how intelligent our like astronauts are with Christina, Jeremy Hansen. They are amazing astronauts. It's very cool also to see like this entire like time of like space, you know, it's all being captured live, and you know, and it's kind of such a great opportunity that, you know, people across the US can now watch this and see, you know, real history happening. So
Yeah, great stuff. Thanks, Nico. We'll have to stay tuned for when they land. It's time for yet another break, but when we come back, we have a special Daybreak hotline ready to crack out of its shell for you all. Stay tuned.
It's a tough crowd.
Ring, ring, ring.
The Easter Bunny's here.
What? We're like, it's time for Daybreak Hotline, but I love your excitement. I really do.
This week, we will be taking turns pulling eggs out of our Easter basket, and we could either get a sweet treat or have to answer a question.
Ooh.
So let's crack them open.
I'm excited.
Who's going first?
Oh.
All right.
Oh, I don't mean to move our little friend there. Okay. Should we all just like
Should we
pick
each
one and
grab
open
an
them at
egg?
the same time?
Yeah, isn't that be fun?
I'm a little afraid of these glitter ones here. I know this was all over Jules'
very
face
vibrant.
yesterday.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay, I'm gonna go
bunnies on
with
it.
the big one in the middle.
That doesn't feel like candy to me.
I have no idea.
Hopeful.
Okay. Definitely a
Ooh,
question.
yes.
Come
I got candy. Oh my gosh.
Okay, what are you most looking forward to this summer? No, this is cute. Working, post-grad job life. I am excited for that. I think that's my answer.
Yes, absolutely, and that's
and
a great one.
maybe looking forward to a candy bar in my future.
I sense it.
Okay.
I do.
Wanna grab another one?
Yes, I'll go for a glitter one this time.
I'll go for the purple one.
Okay.
Feels pretty good. And oh,
You're so lucky. I got
I'm
the
so
question
hungry.
this time. Okay, let's see.
some gummy bears.
If spring had a smell, what would it be? Ooh, good question. Well, the obvious answer is flowers, but if we want to be specific, which flower are we feeling? I feel like roses are too potent. Roses is more
that's a
Valentine's Day.
February
Yeah.
feel.
Tulips? Do they have a smell?
Yeah.
I don't smell flowers often enough.
Clearly, we all need to stop and smell the flowers.
Yes.
Flowers,
Well,
not the roses, apparently.
We're just
because
gonna
they're too
go
potent.
with flowers, but not roses. That's my answer.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
I feel like you have to grab a glitter
Oh,
egg
okay,
this
I'm
time.
going
I'm
with glitter.
sensing
I'll go
a,
for this one. It's farther
sensing
away.
A common
pattern
theme.
here. Oh, this one
Feels
has
empty.
like something around it. It's all Disney.
Oh, I am covered in glitter, but I love it.
I don't know
It's
if I
okay.
can open this.
Oh.
Ooh.
A question.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ooh, that's very
no.
glittery. Oh.
Ooh.
Give her a minute.
You're
I
such
gotta unwrap her. Okay. Oh, very cute. It's like Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Very
Cute.
Ooh.
Wait, what did you get?
It's like a little toy. Oh, I got two Hershey
Hershey
Kisses.
Kisses. I got a question. So, my favorite spring drink. That's really hard. I feel like now I'm realizing like how much I don't drink. You know what I mean? Like,
I was gonna say a mimosa.
oh, yeah. Maybe it's too early, but honestly, like strawberry lemonade.
Ooh.
It's like
one.
it just feels
Better
very
answer.
springy to me. Like I
Yeah.
can't wait till summer for that.
Yeah, I mean strawberry lemonade.
Right, we
Good
got
any
more
season.
to dig through. So
Okay, I'm gonna take this one and then
2 kisses.
3 more for
I'll just get
easier
another glitter.
access. There we go.
Oh, another question.
Oh, my nails aren't sharp enough.
I feel like
It was so difficult, wasn't it?
I feel like I'm spreading pixie dust over here.
Got it. Faith,
Got it.
trust, and little pixie dust.
Awesome. Ooh, I got little candies.
Grab the next question here.
They're Super Mario.
Oh,
That's really cute. I love it.
Got another question here.
Oh, you guys both got questions.
I just grabbed another one. Grab yours.
okay.
Yeah. Speed it up. I'm just kidding. What is your favorite spring tradition? I don't know if I have any spring tradition. Maybe spring cleaning.
I wouldn't call that my favorite. But
I like to clean. Unfortunately.
I got my favorite outdoor activity.
Ooh.
I don't know that I really have one, I'll be honest. I guess maybe just like walking my dog, taking her for walks, or my boyfriend's cat, walking her and her little stroller.
Wait, you like with
Yeah, I have like a little stroller. I'm really scared that people are gonna think it's a baby. They look in and it's actually a cat in there.
I didn't process stroller for a moment and thought you meant that like you actually put her on a leash and she
Well,
just...
we do that, but actually recently, she climbed up a tree again.
Oh.
Again.
So to the stroller she goes.
Yeah, she's got to stay in the stroller. She can't escape.
I didn't realize that cats actually climb trees. I thought that was just
Oh yeah,
for, like, kids books.
lots of experience getting her down.
You're like,
Feels
yeah,
good.
first
She's a problem.
experience.
Hello.
Ooh.
Oh,
I need to stop grabbing glitter ones.
Ooh, I'm getting lucky with the
on
Hershey
back,
Kisses.
so I didn't know what it was.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm making.
April showers or May flowers?
Mayflowers, I don't like rain.
I fear, only because we're in Pittsburgh, that it's going to be April showers.
Yeah.
Into May. Not just April, but...
According to Robert, lots of rain.
Yeah. Robert, let's get things a little more peppy next week, please.
Yeah, come back when
For
you have
all
good
of our
news for us.
Oh, it's another one of these. I don't like
Oh.
these ones.
Oh no. Stitch.
Oh, I got a question. I am absolutely covered.
Little baby stitches.
Wait, me too. No.
Really?
Yes.
Aw.
Cute. Okay, so my question, what are you going to miss most about this year? Wow. Everything. I loved my sophomore year. It was so much fun. Specifics, I can't really give you because I'm going to be completely honest with you. This was my favorite year, but to be fair, I've only been here for 2 years, so it's a 50-50 chance.
But it can still be the favorite.
It's still my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot in here.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. I think this
thought
is
there
our
was like a
last
cushion there. It was
set
just
of
empty.
eggs.
Yes, perfect.
What's in
Okay.
here?
Hey guys, I don't know if anyone's gonna have an answer for this question. Favorite spring flower?
Oh,
my God.
I like nasturtiums and I like black-eyed Susans. I just don't know their odor situation, so I was gonna say that they smell like spring.
Earlier. I guess daffodils are very springy.
Very
I
pretty
think about like
flower.
the daffodil days when I was in elementary school. I don't know if y'all's schools did those, but
No, I fear mine was
No.
boring.
No.
I mean, I don't know if orchids are spring or not, but...
They don't have to be
Could be.
spring.
Do they classify?
I mean, all flowers come out in
I
spring.
guess. That brings us to the end of our last regular episode of Daybreak.
if you want to see more, you can watch our episodes on our YouTube channel, UVIEW Television, or follow our Instagram at Daybreak PPU.
Stay tuned for next week's senior episode where we will be honoring our lovely seniors. I'm Ava.
I'm Leslie.
And I'm Devin, and we'll see you next week, Daybreakers.